Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying a bit of this sunshine as we ease into spring a bit further. This last Sunday, we had a guest speaker, Glenn Waterman. And Glenn did a great job of highlighting some of the efforts being made by the United Church of Canada through the Mission and Service Fund to bring about justice, to ameliorate suffering, to lessen the burden on communities that have borne a disproportionate amount of pain and suffering as a result of broader collective missteps, let us say, and the way in which the United Church, through partners, operates all over the world. So being reminded of how much good is done here locally through the Mission and Service Fund as well as internationally, I think is important because many of us, we give trusting that the resources we share in this community go to something bigger than ourselves. It's also good at the same time to hear a little bit about where those resources are going, to hear some of the stories that come out of those sites of healing and transformation. So I'm grateful that Glenn was able to provide us with that. At the beginning of the service, I talked about our commitment as a community of faith to continue to explore what it means to be affirming. I have spoken about that really since I've been here. And the reason I highlight it is because it was an attractor for me when I was looking at communities of faith that I would serve. The commitment of First St. Andrews to being an affirming community is one of the first things that I noticed, and it was actually a necessary feature of any community that I was willing to go and serve. And so I applaud the leaders of this community that long time ago, well before I got here, made the decision to become an affirming community of faith. However, as we all know, what one word means at one time continues to change and expand and grow as we learn more about ourselves, as we learn more about gender and the way human beings show up in the world. And so I like to think that the exhortation, the uplift that I tried to provide at the beginning of that service as it concerns extravagant welcome and radical hospitality connects with mission and service because they both require effort. It means showing up, giving what you can, and putting in the effort to ensure that people are welcomed and called by their true name with true pronouns being used. As difficult as it may be for some of us who were brought up only using a certain range, to have our range expanded, it's an effort. It's an effort. And I know that we're willing to make it. Know that there is compassion, patience, grace in our community of faith. And I hope that we all feel as well encouraged to continue growing in our understanding and in our efforts to ensure that everybody feels a part of this community of faith, because we are growing. We are numerically growing, and I think we are spiritually growing as well. And it's exciting to be a part of. I hope you feel that excitement. I know that I can kind of feel it when people show up and they talk about how welcoming and how generous we are as people of faith on a journey. We're not closed-minded, we're not closed-hearted. And I want to encourage you through Glenn's conversation with us, but also through the commitments that have already been made by First St. Andrews to don't stop growing. Take breaks when you need to, but keep growing. There's so much more to understand about yourselves and about this beautiful world that we get to be a part of. And we have a role to play in making our city, our region, and our country a more extravagantly welcoming place. So I'm excited that you're on board for that journey. I encourage you, keep at it, don't give up. We're not going to get to some finish line, but we are going to experience growth and transformation, and I'm grateful that I get to do it with you. So I will see you this Sunday. I'll be in the pulpit this Sunday, and then I'll see you next week for our postscript.